Good morning, everybody. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. Today we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. Stormblood might be the start of the final movie. Or not, sorry. The start of a movie. Or it might be the end of a movie. I can't tell. Like, after this is over, we're going to merge a bunch of videos together and upload, like, another 12-hour video of us playing Final Fantasy XIV. But today, in particular, we are doing the quest Stormblood, which we storm all the blood. I have no idea what happens in this quest. I'm excited to find out. Okay, I do have an idea of what happens. I know there's a dungeon followed by a trial. If you want to be part of the trial, go ahead and let me know. You got like an hour before we finish the dungeon, I think. Probably. I bet it's a long dungeon. Let's find out. Whew. But good morning. Let's do this. The battle for Alamigo is at hand. All forces have been ordered to advance into the city proper. Old Alphino, may I ask you be part of the first charge? It would be our honor. I'll join them as but another soldier. Command of the flames, I leave in your capable hands, Pippin. I don't suppose we could come along too. Lise Arnvald. Nago and the others told me to go with you. Old? To bring Xenos to account for everyone. I'm Alamigan too, in case anyone's forgotten. My place is in the thick of it. And it doesn't get thicker than where you'll be. Dummy thick. Excuse me. My eyes are up here. Let us sally forth then. Together we make for the royal palace. There to find and strike down Xenos. Alamigo is now accessible. Is that the name of the dungeon? Just Alamigo? Neat. Let me at him. Thank you. Did I see a bird? I'm hallucinating. Howdy. Which one is Final Fantasy 14? I think it's the person on the left. Final Fantasy 14 is the second online Final Fantasy. That helps. Like, the first one wasn't bad. It had more of an original EverQuest kind of feel to it. Like, infinite grinding, very slow moving everything. It was just a fun world to explore. And when they released this, I was so excited. Bought the collector's edition when it came out, like, however many millions of years ago that was. How long ago was that? I want to say it was like 20 years, but that doesn't feel right. Oh my god, was it 20 years ago? I feel like I was still working in grocery stores at the time. Looking darn cute in my apron. What's up? How are you, Execution Zorga? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome in, everybody. You missed the intro. Today, we're storming the blood. We're doing like the expansion's named quest. Can I come in? Oh, you guys just climb the wall, do you?
Focus. Release.
You still have your Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy X Brady guides.
Take this.
When I was a kid, I used to read the Final Fantasy I strategy guide over and over and over again. Somehow I turned that into a game itself. Like, I would create a party and then I would roll the dice and move forward that many pages, and whatever was on that page was who I'd fight. Like, I tore that strategy guide to shreds. You ever have like a book that was just falling to pieces? That was Final Fantasy's the strategy guide for me. It was a good strategy guide. Ah, I've been shot. I miss strategy guides. Me too. Another big one for me was Nintendo Power Volume 50. It was a big special one. It had a bright golden page. I think the game they talked about in it was EVO. I was so excited for like the mere concept of that game, but that game itself was so hard to find. I haven't prayed very often in my life, but that was a video game I prayed for. There've only been like 2 of those. Actually, I'm a little bit confused. My mom prayed for a video game once. I told my mom I wanted Diablo. My mom was like, Diablo? I'm not giving you a devil game. I'm like, Mom, relax. You killed the devil. The devil's the bad guy. We knew this all along. And so she was like, I don't know. Well, if it's right, have a little prayer. And I'll pray that I win enough money gambling to buy you Diablo. And if I do, I'll buy you Diablo. And then God was like, gambling? Hell yeah. And then she won enough money to afford Diablo at the casino.
Away with you!
This one's for you,
Final
Edith.
Fantasy is one of your favorites. How's it going? It's going good. I'm excited. Never been this far before. So I'm not fully sure what to expect. Can I use any of that? Yeah. You love playing those games in your mind? Well, for you, you devoured every issue of Sega Visions. I remember my old brother was a big Nintendo fanboy. He was like, they just make better stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but the things on Sega Genesis look kind of cool. And then I bought a Sega Genesis with my own money. Got all judgy, and then he saw how much fun I was having, and then he was like, oh, I want to play too. Right, older brother. Join the revolution. Without me, you never would have known the joy Sonic the Hedgehog.
Focus. Release!
Or of Space Channel 5. What's your taste in games? You mean ever try Ark Raiders? Or Ark... That's the one that's trending nowadays? Yeah. It looks fun. It didn't hit me in the right mood. But yeah, lots of people are playing Ark. Lots of people love Ark. And with good reason. It is a good game. Like, it's the first time an extraction shooter has been solo friendly.
I have my pride.
And I think that's just largely why it's succeeding. Like, you could play all the others solo, it just... They didn't give you any kind of, like, special treatment. They barely give you special treatment in this one. They're just like, oh, you're solo? We'll queue you with other solo players. Like, it wasn't the thing that made the most sense in the world. Oh, they released the dogs.
Thanks, Edith.
But there are a ton of good games coming out. And so, like, while I want to play Ark, there's a lot of other things I want to play too. Like, Cloudheim just dropped yesterday, so did Octopath Traveler 0. Those both look great. I'm thinking of playing Inazuma Victory Road. Which, yeah. I think next week I'm in between... sorry, not Inazuma. Inazuma? See a guy with a spear up there. Is he coming down here? Don't I have a sound alert for followers? I should. I've been getting, like, alert problems lately. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, there should have been, like, a little alert. Wait. I might have heard it. Did it say, thanks, Granddad? Did it show, like, a little van on stream? My eyes are kind of drawn to the screen right now. Game Gear makes the Game Boy look like crap. It eats 688 batteries and 3 hours as a handheld. Yeah. I had the big old school Game Boy myself. Like back in the day, you remember like being in the car on the way to Grandma's house. And you've got this giant brick in your pocket, but luckily your pants were giant oversized Jinkos. I had off-brand Jinkos though. I was wearing Zons. You don't think the alert happened? Could have swore.
Ready?
Well, somebody else is just gonna have to drop a follow. We'll find out if the alert works. Or I can take a mild break after this fight and test it myself.
To share these findings. Initiate soul extraction.
What? Can I... Oh, it's Hojo.
Success.
Can I have my soul back? Oh, will I be hit?
The soul rebels.
Oh, I'm supposed to make it back into my body. Arr! Welp. By the way, dude, if you don't mind, can I ask you something? Maybe it's a requirement law? You can go ahead and ask whatever you want. Took the Game Gear with you as a teenage boy when you were in the U.S. Coast Guard. Now that sounds like a good time. I mean, if you're gonna hurry up and wait. I can't imagine something better to have with you.
I shall have to share these findings. Initiate soul extraction.
Soul.
Success.
Am I safe?
The soul rebels.
That's right. I got that rebel soul.
This data.
I think I might be in a safe spot. Nope. Oh god, get off of me. Damn it. This is your fault, Lise. Why don't you run over it in my zone? Can you imagine how hard you pretended to be in a video game world while you're while in your bunk during a terrifying storm at sea? Oh man, how were those storms at sea? I think I would have enough faith in the boat that I'd still feel like I was in the best place to be during a storm. But then again, like, it flips you at like 45-degree angles and you're like, oh shit, are we gonna fall?
Initiate soul extraction. Ha! Success. The soul rebels. My word, this data.
You would love to say, actually, your friend who did your PvP2, PFP2. But the thing is, she's facing quite a few challenges, and support would mean a lot to her. Is she a Twitch streamer too? I'm just gonna get as far away from these jerks as possible. Be on the outskirts where nobody can hurt me. Oh, you mean you want to look closely? Or to hook me up with somebody? I mean, just drop her name in chat. Because right now you're dropping bot vibes. Like, I appreciate everything. But I've been down this road too many times. Haha, but you're not? You are, though. You were about to suggest, like, I go to... go to Discord and add him as a friend. You know, trying to like hustle me away to like a mysterious third location. I know the techniques. You're trying to human traffic me.
Away with you.
This is my first rodeo, Captain. I mean, you just wanted to show a bit of support to her? That's fine. We're all friends here. If you wanted to show her support, you just mention her name in chat. And then we can all see it and we all be like, oh yeah, that's a real human being. And then we'll go check her out, show her some support. Yeah, you trusted your boat like a mother and your team like brothers. But deep down you were really scared. Yeah. I'm not much of a swimmer. I had to like teach myself how to swim in my late 20s. Like, at least survival swimming.
Release.
I was born in the snowy mountains and I didn't see much water. We had lots of rivers and stuff. I never swam in them. They were for fishing.
Leave it to me.
You take a moment to see her work, you're confident. You'll like it. She's a very supportive person, always comes up with creative suggestions. I'm not even entirely sure what you're suggesting your friend does. Like, is she an artist? Are you trying to hook me up with like a content management type role? Yeah, her username is Alien Alanverse on Discord. He's also on Insta. See, you are trying to hustle me off to a third location. Not falling for it, guy. You got the wrong old man. If you want to hustle me, you gotta like call me at home and offer me a reverse mortgage. That ought to do it. You gotta respect the classics.
Down with you.
Do I ski and snowboard? I used to ski. I was just old enough that snowboarding wasn't like a thing people talked about. At least not until like I was a teenager or so. Like, there was only skiing. We were still figuring out how to like get boards to work on land. Science wasn't there to like invent a board without wheels yet.
Leave it to me.
Your friend is an animator. But thank you for the kindness, sir. Yeah, no problem. I wasn't really that kind. This is just not how animators do business. hope there aren't any animators out there getting traffic or business by like popping into random streams. Because I've never seen a single person who wasn't a scam in that regard. Wait, where are we? Oh, he's over here. Yeah, you were definitely a surfer until you moved to the northwest and found it easier to bail on snow since you were constantly crashing. Yeah, surfing would scare me, I think. So we really are fighting Xenos here. I was actually really wondering about that. Big man himself. Is there anything I need to know about this fight? Oh wait, am I not supposed to attack him? I was probably supposed to attack him. Oh god. Kill.
Let this moment last forever.
Destroy the swords. Got it. As they become targetable is all you remember. Good, good. I can deal with that. I don't want to be in front of him, but I'm really worried he's going to push me into like that corner yuck.
This one's for you, Ada.
Anyway, I ever tried Battlefield or Valorant? Nah, those games aren't for me. I like a certain, I guess, age of responsibility.
This is the end.
You don't play like the super competitive multiplayer games anymore.
Kill.
Because I'll never be as good as like a 15-year-old who stopped going to school.
Show me your leave it.
Like, it is impossible. Like, the amount of practice and training.
Yes, yes, just so.
Oh god. Which one we destroy next? This one? How much time do we got? Oh, we got all the time in the world.
Forever and always.
Yeah, it's not that I don't enjoy those types of games, I do.
Yes, just so.
it's just with a full-time job and being a dad and stuff, like, you just don't have the time to get hyper-competitive like you used to. Although sometimes I do think about it.
The power to transcend.
You go stand where you were. Felt like the safest place. Get limit broke. Hey man, you know what? I was a professional, you are a professional animator for 35 years. Tell you the info of the animator person and you'll check them out. I really don't think you need to do that. What was their name? Said it out loud a second ago. Alan Verse on Discord. I wouldn't recommend checking it out. Or at least keep your distance. If you're gonna check it out, I would go the route of, oh, what am I thinking? Googling that name and seeing what comes up. I imagine you'll find a Twitter profile with like overlays on it. Maybe like some VTuber models. They all look the same.
Yes! Yes! Such ferocity. Such tenacity.
Was it good for you too?
I am loath to recall how disappointed I was when first we fought. But finally, after bathing in the blood and offal of your enemies, finally you prove yourself worthy prey for the hunt. It fills you even now, doesn't it? The hunger to bite down on my jugular, to feel the warmth fill your mouth and run over even as you drink deep. Good. This is the beast I have longed to face. As you sharpen your claws, I too sought newfound strength. But this is no place for a final contest. Come! The heavens shall bear witness to our dance.
Xenos the combat sexual, he does seem a little into it. I am a little curious what his blood tastes like, though. I mean, I know what mine tastes like.
Confound it.
Loaded with triglycerides, so it tastes like pancake syrup.
Go after Xenos, my friend. We shall
You know,
deal
mixed
this.
with pennies, but still.
Welcome to the Royal Menagerie.
There's a menagerie of what? What's in here?
The King of Ruin built this place for his foreign queen. He kept it filled with familiar creatures from her homeland. They bored me all. This fine specimen, on the other hand, is simply divine. Your fates are entwined, are they not, Icon Slayer? This dragon, this embodiment of unbridled despair, born of a desperate man's burning hatred for the Empire.
Is this Bahamut?
How raw the raging tempest that churns within its breast. No myth made manifest this, but a being of pure violence. Mayhap you are the true architect of our design. You who fought the very soul of vengeance to the edge and watched him fall. You who let slip the Allegan hound to drive this icon into my arms.
I did what?
Oh my, have I said too much? Forgive me, this sensation is wholly unfamiliar to me. A question, then, and I should like very much for you to speak from the heart. If I were to stand aside, what would you do to this icon?
I don't know, man. It looks pretty bound right now.
You will not indulge me even with a simple reply, then? No. You think only of the fight to come. How alike we are. A pity. There is another alternative. Or there would be. Had you only mastered your ability.
Is he shaming me for not doing my job quest?
I speak of the Echo, of course. Does it merely render you immune to iconic influence, or is it rather that your influence is far greater than theirs? Granted, these implications are of no moment to a savage who thinks only of killing the beast before him. But when I read Van Belsar's reports, I immediately saw the boundless potential of the Echo. I saw how it could be instrumental in binding an icon to one's will. Hence my research and the Resonant, and oh, so much more.
One guy with armor and the other guy in a poncho? I'd take the guy in the poncho every time. Ponchos are great at hiding actual guns.
All icons must be exterminated, without exception. Such was the imperial mandate issued by my great-grandfather, after he saw firsthand the destruction wrought by one such being. They are a blight upon this star, he felt. And so he began his great and just crusade. Ha! 'Twas not justice which spurred his campaign, but fear! Fear of the icons! Fear of their power. Cowardice made them march forth to battle.
Pathetic.
Man should fight for the joy of it. To live, to eat, to breed. Lesser beasts snap and howl at one another for this. Only man has the wisdom and the clarity to embrace violence for its own sake.
You not make that face at me when you talk about breeding.
For we who are born into this merciless, meaningless world have but one candle of life to burn. I know you understand this. You and I are one and the same. Together, we could while away the quiet hours as friend and confidant. If you will accept me.
Yeah, alright.
to embrace and let bygones be bygones? Do our deeds weigh so little that you would cast all aside? Come. 'Twas plain from the first how this would end.
Coffee or energy drink, by the way? I'm drinking Celsius right now. Fantasy vibes. Tastes like marshmallow and oranges.
You live for these moments, when all hangs in the balance, when the difference between life and death is but a single stroke. I live for them too! This is who we are, my friend! This is all we are! Al Amigo and Doma, and call them all be damned!
Really getting into it today. Oh shit. Yeah.
We tower above the gods! You by your gift, I by my might.
You just call me weak?
And before the resonance, the gods shall be made to kneel.
This guy just make himself a dragon?
An ending to mark a new beginning.
Oh, and you're just leaving? Confront Shinryo at the Royal Menagerie. Is that through here? There it is. Excuse me. All right. So we're gonna menagerie right now, but we need to change data centers. Let me see if I can remember how to do that. If somebody wants to join in and help me fight this thing, you're welcome. We're gonna head over to Primal Behemoth and queue up. No, I think I gotta go to the title screen. Go to our character. Flip over. If you're wondering why we do this, is it another world? Wait, no. You're supposed to let me choose. Did I go to another data center? First, you must log out of my homeworld. You can meet me there? Yeah. Oh my, what is going on? I'm trying to pop into Primal Behemoth to fight, I guess, Xenos, who is inside a dragon right now. It's not going well. Need help? You're a gun kitty? I would love help. I'm trying to hop over to Primal Behemoth, but I am struggling. Okay, I'm on my homeworld. You log out here. Behemoth, I said? Yeah, Primal... The Primal Data Center. Behemoth. Must first log out from my homeworld. Okay, well... Return to homeworld. Primal Behemoth. Meanwhile, you started a new game, Ghosts of Tsushima. How is it? I feel like I should play a game like that. There have been a lot of like samurai games lately, like a bunch of them. And so I'm thinking of like Ghosts of Tsushima or Rise of Ronin. Feel like I've missed a bunch. Alright. I'm here. Aw. That's cute. Alright, I'll wait here for a minute while people join in. We're waiting for Rhino Assault and Xander Whitcroft. Once they get here, we'll party up. And then we'll queue up. Gonna be a gun kitty. Howdy. There you are. First off, friend request. You don't have to accept. But I love seeing orange names on the people I play with. Just in case, like, I see them roaming around in the wild. Oh, that's Rhino. Love your outfit. Nice little Power Ranger look. A shame you can't turn from Omega EU to US server. Oh man, I can't play with people from the EU. Come on, target my guy here. Hello, gun kitty. Sorry, I called you a guy. All right. We got a party. Now we're going to queue up for the menagerie. Woo! You are a dude, so no worries. Perfect. When I play solo, I'll often play as a female character. But when I'm streaming, like, I feel like it's a bit of a rug pull when somebody sees an old man in the corner of my screen, and then I play as something that's definitely not an old man. So I gotta be an old man in game 2. What dance do I have? You've got the Manderville Man. I got the Bee's Knees. That's the only one I've got. Apparently I'm performing the Bee's Knees specifically for Ald Skiff. Feel me? I'm going for the Western look. Me too. It's not a bad look, especially like, so you're a machinist. Oh, I love it. I think we might be a machinist for Endwalker. Like, I'm kind of between machinist and archer or bard. Like, I'm trying to do every type of class. So, like, we did our tank for the main story. We did our healer for Heaven's Ward. Now we're physical DPS. Physical melee DPS. And we're going to do magical DPS. And we're going to do physical range DPS. And then for Dawn Trail, what we're going to do is Pictomancer. Which is another magical range DPS, but like, I ran out. Guns keep you moving? Okay. Machinist is so much fun. Bard has a lot going on. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to decide at the last possible moment. I stepped in the fire. Where's my sit? Get my foot out of the ground. Or out of the flames. This is your ninja look? I like it. You went the ninja pirate route. I went with like the ninja cowboy look. I thought it was a good look for ninja. You'll talk here better than out tapping. That makes sense. You need more glamour prisms. Yeah, they're essential. I think I've got a bunch. Yeah, I bought 1 million, so I never have to worry about it. And like my 2 favorite dyes, Snow White and Ruby Red. Those are my colors. I need white for sugar and red for hearts. I don't know what I'm going to do with Black Mage, though. We're going to be a Black Mage for Shadowbringers. And you can't dress a Black Mage in white. I'm going to have like white and red accents. Speaking of Black Mage, this is your Black Mage look. You've got a hammer. Where do you get a hammer like that? I want a hammer. You sold as her, your waifu with her outfit? See you around here? It's from the newest trial. Okay, well then, I'm not gonna get that hammer, but it is a nice looking hammer. Look, I'm admiring it in game. Dang, a good looking hammer. I want to say warriors also get a hammer. I think they have like a giant hammer as one of the best axes. Or one of the coolest looking axes at the very least. I just noticed in the quest on the right, we're going to confront Shinryu. I'm pretty sure that just means dragon, right? The most Japanesey dragon that's ever lived. Speaking of dragons, there's one. I remember, I think it was last year, I was doing Heavensward content. It's crazy how long this game takes. How long this game takes when you only play 2 hours a week. Some more orange juice. Cannot execute at the time. Is it because I'm sitting? There we go. You like the Shinryu fight a lot? Is there anything I need to know? Am I gonna get like knocked off a cliff and die? There we go. Here's a good ninja sit. Icicles come from behind and can push you off. Okay. I will keep out for that. Or keep a lookout for that. You thought you had another waifu with the Stormblood bad girl, but you weren't able to fix her? Ooh, and parts of the stage get destroyed. I mean, Yotsuya is a pretty good waifu. I mean, don't spoil anything for me, or do. It's not a huge deal, but like, is she gone? Don't actually know. Gosetsu is your man? Ah, yeah, he is gone, I bet. Oh, this little capybara. Parts of the stage get destroyed. I'm mildly concerned then. Oh, we got another DPS with us in our party. This wait time has taken a lot longer than I expected. Wondering if I should cut this out of the video or just like leaving the vibing. I'll leave it in. This is the social aspect of the game. You're well-adventured, sir. I try. Stronger than yourself. Ooh. We have, there's somebody who usually watches us. I guess she has the day off. But she's level 100 in every single class. I think, like, the one thing she's missing is, like, culinarian. You just play a lot, don't know about strong? You too. You started like 2 months ago and grinded. It's pretty intense. Like, if I played nothing but this game and I wasn't streaming, like, I'd be playing like 40 hours a week. I'd probably be at this point by like the end of the first month. Well, sir, gotta go. So yeah, catch you later. Catch you later. Mike, have a good day. Crafters, you haven't maxed. Most of your gatherers and crafters are 50. Took over a year. I think I got culinarian up to level 7. I was trying to think of things I could do in-game, off stream. But I settled with just gambling at the Golden Saucer. Took over a year, you think, to get to the end of the Endwalker? Spent your first part playing a paladin, but you didn't like being a tank. Yeah, being a tank's not so bad for the first part of the game. I didn't like being a tank. You don't want to be a tank like the first time you come across a dungeon or a boss. Because people need you to understand the mechanics as like a tank and a healer. They need to be like the most veteran adventurer. And so, like, hey, it's not worth it. When you're going somewhere blind, you want to be DPS. You started as a healer, it's your favorite? Healer, yeah. I think healer more than tank is probably the second most stressful. Oop, hey, we're doing it. Old man Windbreaker, hey. I'm super nervous. Trials always fill me with such anxiety. Take a few screenshots for not posterity. I was just following. It's not a good sign that I get killed by the very first thing. I'm gonna stand right on top of Pot, and he knows where to be. Active time maneuver. Oh god. Whew. DPS standing. I appreciate the good healers looking out for me. I hope I didn't waste this limit break. This is why melee DPS is the next most stressful. Like after tank and healer, obviously. But they're always expected to do the limit break. I never know when to do it. Good morning, Sugar. I was your second top YouTube channel you watched for 2025. That's amazing. Even I don't like myself that much. But good morning, JC. It's good to see you. Ah, thank you, everybody. Yeah. Give Obsidian here a commendation. Alright, thank you so much, Rhino Assault and Xander, for coming in and doing this trial with me. It was a lot of fun. I had no idea what was going on during any of it, and died immediately. That's pretty much par for the course. Ready for another? Is there a trial immediately after this? How many trials do I got?
Are you all right?
Oh, did you just miss the trial? You did. Xenos. The hunter.
The hunter has indeed become the hunted.
Oh, he is talking. My volume's really quiet.
And yet, there is only joy. Transcendent joy that I have never known. How invigorating, how pure this feeling.
Is that what this was all about? All the meaningless death and destruction, so you could feel something?
Meaningless. Men die that others may live. Those who survive are stronger for it. Not that you could ever understand. To have stood upon this great stage of fools. To have played my part to perfection. Oh, this moment. Let it be enshrined in eternity. My heart beating out of time. So clear, so vivid, so real. Coward!
Stop!
Farewell, my first friend. My enemy.
Well, damn. He committed outro.
Where is he?
Is dead. By his own hand.
Then justice has been done.
No. There's no justice in that rabid animal's end.
I mean, you can keep punching the body if you want. I think that's what he would have wanted.
Liberty or death. That so many should be forced to take up this creed to defeat such madness.
We won. Forget him. The living have need of us now.
Stand tall, Lys. Now is the time to raise a cheer for all who fought for freedom. A cheer loud enough to carry to the highest heavens.
You're right. Thank you. Without you... well, you know. So let's do it together. For Alamigo!
Hey, we did it. Alamigo's free, I guess? It's all milk and honey after this, right? My Bible references aren't so good, but I think it's 40 years of milk and honey immediately after this. Nothing could possibly go wrong, right? Story's over. We've finaled the fantasy. There's only like 3 expansions after this one. What else could possibly go wrong? I'm actually kind of at the edge of my seat here. Like, what does happen? Something has to happen. We got, like, you know, 200 more hours of game left, at least. Oh, damn. Is this the Alamigo National Anthem? Getting goosebumps. Good screenshots in there.
In crimson it began, and in crimson it ended. And then we were free.
Personally, you feel like the story gets better and better the further you go? And Rhino says
But what is freedom, really?
Rhino says Shadowbringer is your favorite? Has a great story? I don't even know if we're actually done with Stormblood. I think there's some post like main quest line quests that we have to do. I don't know. I try not to read too far ahead. I like to know like when a trial or a dungeon's coming up, but that's it.
We may be free to live, to love, to grow old, to have dreams and desires, and to strive for them. But in the end, we're defined by the legacy our forefathers bequeathed to us. Even Xenos was once a baby in the cradle, innocent and pure. He was made into a creature that lived only for death, not born one.
There's lots of filler patch content.
20 years of Imperial rule have left Alamigo torn and bleeding.
I don't know, Heavensward's post-game content was so intense. It really felt like
It won't be easy to heal a generation's worth of wounds, to bridge the gap. But I won't give up, Papalimo.
It was
I won't.
just as compelling as like the main story. So is Lise like Queen of Alamigo now? Does she rule with an iron foot?
Because I remember the price of freedom. I remember the smoke and the ashes and the blood. I remember the screams and the silence. And I'll do whatever it takes to honor their sacrifice, to build a home for us all. I promise you.
The filler gets kind of good. Yeah, like the Heavensward filler was amazing.
This is the end. The end of the Imperial province of Alamigo, and the rebirth of Alamigo, the free nation. Long may she endure.
Remember to gear up when you get to the next area. Gear helps a lot? Really? I've saved about 250k. I might not have that kind of money on me. Stormblood music. Really looking forward to getting copyright struck by everything in the world. Everyone who did a cover of this. Do I need Jill? I might. I hate asking for handouts. But gear up. Like, gear has never mattered in Final Fantasy before, but it actually matters now. Speedy scroll. Alright, so to recap, Stormblood. There was some crazy business at the wall. The Griffin went mad and led a little terrorist strike on the Empire. Kind of like spurring Eorzea into war. Naturally, we join the Alamegan resistance. Get Ida her homeland back. Got our butt kicked by Xenos. There he is, kicking our butt. So we ran away to Japan. And while we were there, we liberated it, which was pretty nice. Oof. Sorry. I'm going to bump the mic there. I have a cat in my lap. There's Gosetsu. The coolest guy ever. Yotsuya is still my favorite villain so far. The Ninja Turtles, I remember them. They didn't have, like, much of a part in the story, I feel. They gave us the superpower to breathe underwater, which is pretty cool. Alright, I think we're gonna skip the rest of this. We've seen this. We enjoyed the song a little bit. Oof. Kitty. Estinian. I forgot he was here.
Well, well, well. What a fine mess we've made.
He's got the Dragon Balls.
All but spent feeding that primal, eh? Well, you won't be making any mischief with that amount of ether. Still, better safe than sorry.
Feel like you could have saved some time by doing that in Heaven's Ward, man.
There. There ends your hateful legacy.
Wait, but those weren't like Needhog's eyes, were they? Were they Shinryu's eyes? I imagine every dragon has a couple of eyes. Or were those Needhogs? Have they been getting passed around? I don't remember. It's been so long. It's over. My condolences for your loss. Father should not outlive his son. What nonsense. You do not mourn his loss? You surprise me, Your Radiance. He was your son and heir, and an irreplaceable test subject. I know what he was. Monsters are not made for thrones. Those were Needhog's eyes? Oh, they do get around. Nor are stars made to sustain false gods who sup on their very essence, icons summoned by desperate savages who hearken to the whispers of shadowless charlatans. Should you raise a hand against my black-robed brethren, I would not stop you. Our desires are one and the same. Preservation, restoration, compression, resurrection, all is in service to your one true God. When the sundered shards are made whole, will there be a place for us mere mortals? Doubt my claims and question my motives, if you will, or your radiance. You will come to trust me in time. Until then, mayhap you'll find this reassuring. Oh, who is he? Show me the face. How dare you? He's sticking out his tongue at him? Oh, come on. What's in the mask? Please. We did it. We liberated Alamigo. I don't know what to say. I don't even know how to feel about it all. Relief, I suppose. Pride and hope, too. We did it. Father, Ida, Papalimo, Conrad, Mefried, Minfilia. We really did it. Hey, don't feel like you have to stand there listening to me mumble. Everyone else wants to talk to you. You beat him, after all. You're the real hero of this story. Run along and take your plaudits. My plaudits? That's a word I've never heard before. I'm also glad I didn't try to sneak this in like the last 20 minutes of last week's stream, as we are an hour and 20 minutes into this. For you to best Xenos, even after he harnessed the power of a primal, is a testament to your ever-growing strength. Not bitter to have your vengeance stolen from you by another? There's some small regret, perhaps, but that is outweighed by the satisfaction I find in his death. I commend you, old. As should we all. Xenos was a monster and a tyrant, man who killed my father and countless of my other countrymen. The world is a better place without him in it. I should also praise Alphino for his foresight and restraint. Had he not intervened, I might never have had the pleasure to be reunited with Hakuro and his Lupin brothers. 'Twas a timely intervention. Oh, glad am I of not to have been burdened by with the guilt of killing my Lord Hien's most trusted allies. Indeed, my friend, indeed. I would have wiped the floor with you. Can you believe it? We won! We beat the bastards! Alamigo! Alamigo! Sorry, got a bit carried away, didn't I? It's hard not to, you know? We owe it to the friends we buried to shout and scream and cheer with all our hearts. I want them to know it wasn't for nothing. It's finally over. They can rest in peace. You hear that, lads? We'll be all right. We'll be. Oh, bugger! Not again. I'm so bleeding happy I could cry. All right. New adventure, returner, and mentor party member. Oh, what's going on? You may have an orange juice. Fair trade, right? $1 million. And a Chloe. I like Chloe. I need to like sign up for Wondrous Trials. We might be doing a lot of that in between here and Shadowbringers. Thank you so much for your help, guys. It was a lot of fun. Oh, hey, it's Cecile. Hello. After all we've been through, I really should know better than to worry, but as ever, the relief I felt upon finding you hale and whole, the Royal Menagerie, well nigh reduced me to tears. The Warrior of Light, victorious again. Should be surprised if some small part of you had not come to resent the title. and the responsibilities that accompany it. You must forgive us if we call you hero when you accomplish heroic feats. But as the Warrior of Light goes, so goes the world. You should take pride in the good you've done and in the good you've inspired others to do. You're a natural born leader of men, Old. All of these people weren't just following their commanders, they were following you. You led them to victory, to freedom. Alas, not everyone could see this journey through to its end, but history shall remember them and the glorious future they made possible. Hello. Sorry you missed the trial. There's always next time. The hero of the hour, I suppose we'll have to add Liberator to your titles. With their commander fallen and the remainder of the 12th chose to surrender to our forces after 20 long years, it's official. The occupation is ended. But now the hard work starts. Though the people have had their fill of kings, there is no clear consensus on what sort of government they would prefer instead. Indeed, Father, momentous as this achievement may be, the road which lies before us is no less uncertain than the one we have walked. Aye, yet, if we can overcome 2 decades of oppression, I've no doubt we can find a way forward. Thank you, Old, for helping make this dream a reality. Yeah, I'm real curious too. How do you rebuild a nation? Seems hard. Need to ask my European friends. Like, they're constantly shifting borders. I hear Macedonia is a country again. Finish your rounds? Great. In that case, I'd like you to come with me. Back to Rhalgr's Reach. Not for a rematch or anything, sadly. I want to call all the Scions together. I'll explain later. Well, that was a quick teleport. I don't even know where to begin.
We've been through a lot together, haven't we? I can't thank you enough. There's something I need to say to you all. That is, if you have a moment. Good. You're all here. Good. Good. Thank you doesn't really suffice, does it? I'm grateful. Truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. But I know you didn't fight so hard just to hear me or anyone else say that. You fought because you wanted to help, because you believed it was right. Because you're Scions. Now, I'm obviously a Scion, but as Conrad left me in charge of things here, I also have responsibilities to Alamigo. When I put it like that, though, I realized I couldn't even pretend to be impartial anymore. So it seemed best to make it official. As long as I serve Alamigo, I can't be a Scion. It might be selfish and short-sighted, but that's my decision.
Only decision that makes sense, really.
Am I to understand that you summoned us all, some of us still nursing wounds, to hear this?
Oh, I didn't,
Forgive me, Lise. 'Twas but a jest. But this I say with the utmost sincerity. Scion or no, we are comrades, now and ever after. Is that not so? There you have it. Come what may, you may count on us in your hour of need. We shall never refuse you.
Stola. Oh, gods. I swore I wouldn't cry.
Now seems like an appropriate time for hugs, right? That's a
Come
cute
back
fish.
here, you slippery little devil. To think fishing could be so difficult.
You... No way.
What greater proof of a man's lingering mortality than an empty belly? A fate worse than death. Violet. To have arrived at the appointed place and time only to survive by mere force of habit. Truly, the Kami are not finished with us yet. Oh, capricious fortune. How you test me with this wretched soul.
Oh, he seems a little angstier than usual. Also, I am shocked to find him alive. I had no idea. I thought his death would be one of the permanent ones. Oh, and you brought a friend. Well now. This is indeed the work of either Shinryu or Omega. Oh, I forgot about Shinryu. Like, in, like, the beginning of the expansion. I mean, we did just kill him, but, like, I forgot, like, exactly which dragon he was. And since there is undeniably something down there radiating a massive amount of energy, which cannot very well be the late Viceroy's lap dragon. Yeah, I think we have our suspect. Well, this is a mess of our own making, so it falls to us to clean it up. Won't be easy, is it ever? Now comes the part where you say, you've got no choice but to divert the company resources and employees to this pet project of yours. Lost profits and belligerent clients be damned. Financial considerations notwithstanding, you have to admit there's an unquantifiable benefit in giving our people the opportunity to study such advanced technology. Oh? Is that before or after we blow it up or seal it away? Fine, but the moment I judge this little venture an unsustainable risk to the ironworks, I'm ending it. Savvy? Who the heck are you? And to keep you honest, I'm using my authority as deputy president. I've gone ahead and brought in a consultant. Master engineer and mechanical genius. Oh no. You didn't. No, that can't be Nero. Too skinny. Come now, you mustn't build their expectations too high. It will be less dramatic when I surpass them. Oh no, absolutely not. This is not happening. Yeah! Nero Tolskava. Eager to begin his first day as a loyal member of the Ironworks team. Looking forward to working with you, Garland. So fell the hunter, but what of the hound? So rose the children, and then something else happened. I missed it. Well, that was a fun little 2-hour quest. I think we hit a new record for the longest singular quest in our entire Final Fantasy XIV playthrough. I am so glad I waited a moment. Now here's the question. Do we do our ninja job quest or do we just continue with the story? I think we do our ninja job quest next, probably. Like build up the tension just a little bit further. But anyway, my alarm went off. I need to take the kids to school. They need some kind of education or something. I don't know what they do in school these days. It's been a while. Do what I want to do. Would never. It's all for the sake of the stream, for the content. But I think ninja jobs right now makes a lot of sense. Like, I'm missing some abilities. And, like, as long as we're doing filler, job quests seem ideal. You remember the job quests end at 80. Oh. For Stormblood? That might be true. We'll do as many as we can. How about that? And then we can, like, get people all hooked on the suspense. Wow. You know, I'm not sure. I'll decide by next week whether we're doing job quests or main story quests. Either way, thank you so much for watching today. Have a great day. If I get a dungeon or raid, let you know. You will be the first to know. They didn't continue job quests in Shadowbringers? They didn't? I didn't know that. I didn't think job quests actually stopped at some point. That's good to know.